Graves come in all sizes, especially in the small cemetery in Kennedale near Fort Worth, and there are hundreds of graves here. Some of them are only a few inches long. Loved ones of those buried here make periodic visits to the graves to add flowers or to pull weeds. Of course, there's nothing unusual about that, but what is unusual about this cemetery is there are no people buried here.
Billie, how many animals do you have buried here?
Between about 14 and 1,500.
What kind?
I have a goldfish, sparrow, monkey, goat, horse, parakeets, parrots,
And
dogs,
and
cats, every kind of pet that there is, practically. Everything but a snake.
I noticed a lot of family plots around here for the animals. Do you have a lot of those?
Yes, I have quite a few because people who have more than one pet usually want them buried together. The minimum burial without a casket is just in a plastic bag and a temporary metal marker. Then I have caskets, vaults, whatever a customer wants. If I don't have it, I get it.
How much does all that cost?
It begins at $30 for the grave space and the plain burial, and it goes from there on up. You can go as high as you want to go.
At Billie Goodwin's Bluebonnet Pet Cemetery, animals are treated much like humans. Sometimes there are complete funeral services, including a preacher. And even if the owners of the animals do not accompany the bodies to the burial spots, there is always someone here to say a prayer and recite the 23rd Psalm.
And some people don't feel that they can stand to see it buried, so they have me buried, and then they come out later and put flowers on the grave.
Do you also embalm the animals?
Yes, I do the embalming myself.
What about cremation?
I take them to a crematory. The ashes are mailed back to the owner after the crematory owner has completed the cremation.
You also own an ambulance service too, don't you?
I started with an ambulance service. The reason for that was because there's ambulances for people but not for pets. There's lots of people that don't have a car, or some that have a car and their pet's been run over or something and bleeding. They can't put it in the new car without ruining it, and I felt there was a need for it.
Do you find that people look at you sort of strange when they learn that you own a pet cemetery?
When I say ambulance, cemetery, and catering service, everybody's eyes get kind of large as if to say, what? Because it is unique.